Hello, Lord Mayor and Council. Thank you for having me today. My name is Liz Emerson. I live in the Niagara region. If I go over my time, I'm so sorry, but I will try my best to stay within the limit. I'm standing here as a survivor of childhood sexual abuse and as an advocate, someone who listened to far too many stories that sounded different on the surface, but it feels the same underneath. Stories about trusts, about silence, about systems that we're supposed to protect and didn't. When people imagine a predator, they picture a stranger, someone obvious, someone you'd warn your kids about. But that wasn't my reality. I was 5 years old when a registered sex offender was allowed into my home. I was 5. He stayed with me for 10 years. Not hidden, not sneaking around. He was trusted. He was a familiar. He had access. And that matters because access is everything. Predators don't need force when they have permission. They don't need darkness when they're protected by silence. They rely on being overlooked, explained away, or quietly moved along, and on communities not being told the truth. When things like this are allowed to happen quietly, when families are left without information, when accountability is weak and transparency is treated as a risk instead of a safeguard, fear grows. Not just fear of offenders, but fear of a system that keeps choosing comfort over courage and silence. Choosing comfort over courage and silence over safety. I want to address something that we've all addressed, vigilantism. Let me be clear. Vigilantism is not justice. No one here is asking for that, but it doesn't come from nowhere. It shows up when people feel ignored, when parents feel powerless, when survivors feel dismissed, and when the message over and over again is, this is just how it is. Most people aren't looking to break the law. They have families, jobs, they have lives they don't want to lose. They're not reckless, they're desperate for reassurance that the system works, that warning signs matter, that prevention is possible and protecting our children is not optional. A public registry isn't about revenge or punishment for the sake of punishment. It's about transparency. It's about informed choices. It's about giving families the information they need to protect their children, rather than asking them to rely on luck, instinct, or hindsight. Because when people believe justice is possible, they don't become desperate. Transparency lowers fear, accountability lowers anger, and prevention lowers harm. If the biggest fear we have about a public registry is the possibility of vigilantism, we need to ask ourselves something honestly. Why are we concerned about the protection of predators rather than the protection of our children? Every day, we delay, every excuse, every decision to prioritize the discomfort over safety comes at a cost. And that cost is paid by children who don't get a choice. So today, I'm respectfully asking this council to take action. I request that you table a motion to support a public registry, or that you would adapt to the Welland motion that was already previously pushed forward. Your support matters, your voice matters, and your decision here tonight matters. It sends a message about whose safety comes first, predators or children. It's time to choose prevention. It's time to do what's right. Thank you.